Morning, sir. I don't hear you. You're muted. That's fine. It's only muted. There we go.
All right. Good morning now.
How's it going?
Yeah, pretty well. And you?
Good, good. The Utah Winter Finance Conference. How did that go?
Oh, that's a great time.
Yeah. You went to that one, didn't you? I think I recall you heading off to do some skiing.
Yeah, no, I've been doing it for it's coming up on 30 years.
Wow. Okay. You're a regular.
Yeah.
Very good. No, I'm reminded of Ken Poland. I don't know if you probably don't know who he is, but he's a very famous guy in the computer graphics realm, and he's been to every SIGGRAPH since forever. So I think he's been to all of them since it was started. Right? Yeah. Oh dear. So it's getting ready to go on my trip. We'll see if somebody else. I don't know if Rose or Payam will join us. We'll see.
So did you see that Cinque Terre region on the map?
I did, and Chantal showed me some pictures of it, and she said that was in her plan for the next time. So that sounds really good. And in fact, I'm going to a wedding in London, and their honeymoon is in the 5 villages. So yeah, no, we're not quite getting that far this time, but maybe next time we'll see if we can make that work. But,
so you're going to Venice as well?
Not this time, no. Now this time it's just in and out. Yeah, not sure why we're rushing, but we're rushing. So we're just spending a few days here, a few days there, and then we have to get to this wedding. And then I've got SIGGRAPH coming back, which is going okay. I don't have all the stuff I need to pull it off, so we'll make that work. But all right, well, I don't think they'll be joining us at this point. So what would you like to chat about? I'm pretty clear. Do you want to talk about the paper you were thinking about? We could jump on a different one if you don't want to put this out to the group. I mean, this is going to go out to the alt deep crowd, so we might want to jump on a different call if you want to discuss that. I'm happy to. I'm not saying I'm.
Yeah. No,
Let's wait a couple of minutes to see if anyone shows.
Okay. I've got an outline, kind of, or at least part of the introduction done, which is going to be.
I think you showed me something that you've been working on, which looked really good. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much where we're at with that. Okay.
You remember that that example you did, looking at the MNES digits and seeing whether it could be classified? I'd like to use that in there as well.
Okay. It's all online. I can find that for you, but yeah. So
yeah, basically we need to come up with a better chart.
Well, I could retrain it on a different data set.
Because it's not going to matter. Yeah.
That was
no, but I want it to look better, and I want
yeah, so this is the paper, I'm pretty sure. That's right, yeah, and then there's a GitHub in here. Yeah, so I mean, it's the same paper. I'll just repost the reference for you. And then, yeah, this is the one. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And then there's a GitHub reference at the end, which I can track down. You're able to just do. Should actually just show up here. Yeah, I'll track it down. I've got it here somewhere, like a million things open. It's fine.
Right. Yeah, what other, I was thinking about what we were talking on Wednesday as well. And is that idea patentable?
Progression?
Well, no, I mean, sort of the index creation process we discussed.
Yeah, we can patent a process, yes. So yeah, potentially.
That might be worth thinking about. For example, I could, think of, probably a bunch of healthcare related examples or applications.
Well, that's actually, if you read the thing I put in Alt-D, that's actually very, very tightly related to what I wanted to talk about with the group today. So yeah, very much so, yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that one.
That's fine. I was going to try and explain it, but there's not much point if nobody's here other than you. I can explain to you offline. So, okay. So, yeah, that's potentially patentable. And if it is patentable, it's probably been patented by IBM in 1997 or something. They're really, really super.
Maybe not.
Yeah. There's some crazy land grab going on, I'm sure, in the whole patent space. But if we're very specific about the subject area that we want to apply it to, I think we stand a better chance. The more general you go, the less likely you'll get a grant.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But sure. Okay, what would you like to do? Do you want to carry on, or should we just call it and reconvene when I get back? Or would you want to switch to a different channel and discuss the paper? I'm pretty...
Yeah, okay, let's do that. I mean, if you got time.
Yeah, I can spend a bit of time on that. Might be a little bit more convenient for me if I do it a bit later on, but if you're busy... so basically what's happening today is I have to go out to the university to drop off some gear and hand off the SIGGRAPH demo I've been working on. So I've got to head out and I've got to do some work on that and then prep that. So I might just switch gears and do that if that's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
And we'll pick this up probably after SIGGRAPH. So I'll post a note to say that, we're just going to have a summer hiatus until August, something or other.
Okay.
But I'm happy to chat with you anytime, Rob. I really am. So if you have any ideas or just want to have a chat about something, just ping me and I'll
okay. Well, let's leave it at that. And
no, I'm very optimistic. It's looking really good, and my understanding continues to improve. And we're currently reading. I don't know if you ever. It's very difficult to listen to David Hume's treatise on human understanding. Wow. So this is so Robert Locke wrote the original, and then this is his response to Robert Locke, and then Kant wrote his response to Hume and to Locke. So anyway, I have to go back and read Locke next because I've never read that one, but we'll get there eventually. No, it's super interesting. And
yeah, I mean, I haven't read that stuff since I was an undergrad. Really.
Yeah. Well, it's well worth having a chew on if you're up for it. It's beautifully written and very, very relevant, I think, and very interesting. So, yeah, well, so I'll keep at it.
I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to get this kind of liquidity paper written, a good first draft, and then kind of see what it feels like.
Mm-hmm. Did you share a Google Doc with me, or you're just you're doing it off Microsoft Word, right?
No, I haven't. I may have sent you something. I'm not sure. Okay. But actually, so yeah, just a couple of quick things on that. It would be nice if we could change some of the estimation to only reflect information known at the point in time and not future stuff.
I see, yes. I understand exactly what you're saying, yes.
So, yeah, that's clearly going to involve some programming.
Happy to do it. very happy to do the work. So
Yeah. What else? Yeah. Okay. So I want to get that paper done. I'd really like to do something on these sort of multiple agent reinforcement learning models. Yeah, we can kind of pick an application in finance or perhaps something else. And just
some of the stuff I was talking about with your class, right?
yeah, well, I mean, you know, could certainly do it kind of on the sociability side. So, I mean, that'd be a direct kind of play on what you've been doing now. But
It doesn't have to be though. No, it can be health. I mean, it can be anything. It can be healthcare.
Yeah. So I'm really intrigued by the potential of this to be really important. And it's, you know, we'll kind of start with some kind of applications, but I think there could be, I think this could be a framework that could be really useful.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So I'd really like to get those two out. And I guess sort of, I mean, what I'm doing is, so for a number of reasons, this is, I'm going to be at IU for basically another 12 months. And that's it.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm trying to think, and I'm going to have a lot of free time starting in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm trying to sort of spend my time figuring out
What's next? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, let's work on that together and see if we can come up with something. Yeah, I'm optimistic. So this is green fields. It's another. Yeah, I think it's a really interesting time to do something. So good. Great news. Okay. Very exciting.
But in the meantime, you know, try not to work all the time when you're on vacation.
But no, I'm not taking any. The only thing I'm taking is my iPhone, so I'm not taking any gear with me. Or, yeah. So we'll certainly have it. Sorry, I just got another thread going here. It's very distracting, my cigarette thread.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, very
All right,
good. I understand now. So I understand what's going on. So when does that trigger? You're saying in 3 weeks you'll be clear. Is that true?
Yeah. So my our academic year actually kind of runs June to June.
Okay.
So I've front loaded my teaching and I'm done teaching now. Well, it's going to be my last class. Yeah, classes, you know, they're going to end in about 3 weeks. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got a lot of time, and
well, let's see what we can do with it. Make that fun.
Yeah. So, all right, but listen, you know, this is a well-deserved break. You guys haven't done much, and
Long time. So.
Italy, yeah.
All right. Well, great. Well, thank you, sir. Very good. And I'll be in contact soon. Take care.
Yep. Take care. Bye.
All right. Ciao. Bye.